Today, I wanted to make a video explaining what I was hoping to see out of the Digimon trading card game, what we have instead, and what we can do in the future to maybe bring everyone's realizations closer to reality. And that and more will be discussed in today's video. So if you want to see more discussion like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is just one of those videos that I felt like talking to the camera today. I don't feel like doing anything else. I just wanted to get my thoughts across because it's been on my mind, and this is just a very good outlet for me to get this off of my mind. So that's why this video exists today. First of all, do note that YouTube members, there are deck profiles here for you to take a look at with full explanations and all that. And yeah, lots of stuff there. Lots of deck dumps, lots of all that kind of cool stuff. You should be a YouTube member, and you can see my brain at play in a more high depth level. But anyway, I did a little poll today where I asked, in terms of Regionals Ultimate Cups, what would you rather? To where the results were play a large event every weekend if possible, once or twice a month, not interested in large events. What's interesting to me is 3/4 of y'all that voted said you only want to do it once or twice a month. Where if I did this poll 2 years ago, it would have been reversed. That the large event every weekend if possible would have been the one that was 3/4 full. And the reason why is because back in the day, competitive Digimon was a thriving thing. It was just something that was cool. You know, your prizing was kind of worth money, sort of. Your events were, at least they were trying to do IRL events, not just in Texas, by the way. It was a better time. And then shit hit the bed, and now we are where we are, where competitive Digimon play, I'll say it, it's sort of kind of a joke. Sort of kind of a joke. Comparatively to One Piece or other trading card games. And it's really interesting because 2 years ago, my channel was being built towards the competitive mindset. Half the videos were market related, half the videos were competitive related. And I had the credentials because I was topping and winning tournaments all the time. If there was an online event, I was playing in it. I was doing well at it. If there was an IRL event that was reasonable to travel to, with the exception of Sealed Only, I traveled to it, I did well at it, and that was it. And 2022, I was doing that. Even 2021, to a certain extent, I was doing that. And 2023, I was doing that with all those monocolored Ultimate Cups and all that. But now, competitive Digimon is like, what is it? You know what I mean? So I wanted to use this opportunity to tell you guys, when I was convinced to pick up the Digimon TCG in my store late 2020, I'm going to tell you guys what I was hoping I would see, what my goals and ambitions were, and you guys can see how far from my reality we obviously are. So, for those of you that do not know, I came from a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh background. I was playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh all the way up until 2015 or 16, whenever Necroz became unplayable because of the ban list. That's around the time where I stopped, and it was a good time because I had roommates at the time where we were both competitively into the game, and we were just playtesting for 4 hours a week back and forth. And I had a girlfriend at the time who would travel with me on events, and it'd be a really just fun experience. I enjoyed playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I enjoyed topping events. I enjoyed the prize support. Anyway, can't say that was a straight face, but like I enjoyed it because the Yu-Gi-Oh! My results were paying for themselves. We'd fill up a car, we'd drive to a regionals, and it wasn't a big money maker or anything. And I didn't go to many YCSs because back in the day, I was working full time at a call center, and that was it. I wasn't really doing anything with my life at that moment in time. I just wasn't. So, but it was fun, and it was a good time, and I was getting my competitive grinding. Then the relationship fell apart, and Necroz got banned, and I was just in the dumps. I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I turned my attention to vending instead. But anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really cool because you can go to a regionals every weekend. Every weekend. Hell, you can go on Saturday and Sunday if you want to, in some cases, because that was a thing that you could do. Like, it was. And did. And it was fun. 3 out of 4 weekends of a month, maybe 4 for 4, I was in my car. We were filled up a car, and we went. And we went. And it was a good time. And it was fun. It was really enjoyable because it was around friends, and the competitive scene kept me entertained. And it was a good time. Fast forward now to Digimon, and this is what we get. This is what we get. Now, I do have to give credit where credit is due. I'm going to be real. Bandai has upped their game in recent months. The start of 2024, good luck. But, 28th, the 5th, the 12th, the 19th, the 26th. There is an event every weekend. Finally. That's room for improvement. I am happy that we're there and we can actually celebrate that success. But prior to that, nothing. Barely anything. You get a little weekend break in here, then you have 2 more, then you got 2 weekend breaks in there, and then you got 2 more, and that's probably it for the year, honestly. But, this is progress. This is not what we had, though. And then what I wanted to do with Digimon is I wanted to be able to travel to events every week. Now, in fairness, Digimon happened during the height of COVID. I knew it would be a while before events could be traveled to every weekend. And the nice thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that there's multiple regionals and multiple locations that you could travel to. So, I could travel to the most recent one. Or, sorry, the most nearby one. And not go to Texas. Fuck. Anyway, that was great. The problem now is that they're all online. And while I appreciate the effort here, we need more IRL events that are not in Texas. No. Just no. Just no. Good start. A lot of progress. But no. Not really. So, what I wanted to do when I played this game, I wanted to be able to go to events every weekend, travel, have fun, be enthralled in a competitive card game that was nurturing to the brain and kept my brain busy. And then I wanted to defeat people. I wanted to crush people and walk away with prize support every weekend that I could sell to fund the trips and to keep it going, maybe even earn kind of a living from it. How will that turn out? Now, to be fair, I missed a good opportunity in the very first Evo Cups, and that's on me, because I was too busy building my other business. There was nothing I could have done about it. Unavoidable. But now, in 2024 standards, the prize support is worth not much, really. You would have to top 8 every single time to make out okay. And you might ask, well, can't you just do that if you're that good? No, you can't. Because the best players in the game will regularly go 2 extra drop out regionals. Why? That's a good question. Because the skill-based aspects of the game have gone to shit. We're not in BT8 prior to that land anymore. We're in the let me just OTK you from my breeding area part of the game, which does not take skill. The only skill that exists is playing around aces, deck building knowledge. That's it. That's really it. That sucks. That's terrible. You cannot consistently use your skill to consistently top events in this game. Now, if you are skilled, you will top events in this game more often. I'm a testament to this. There are other players I could shout out. The GFG boys are a testament to that. Just off the top of my head. And others. You could do a little better, but there's no way you're topping every event. It doesn't exist. It's not a thing you can do. Not a thing you can reasonably plan for. You cannot plan your life around anticipating you'll go to a Digimon tournament every week and you'll top it every week. Because you might brick, you might get OTK'd by an Ancient Greymon Blitz Omni stack, you might get locked out of the game by Mirage Galgamon. There's so many different things that could happen now that are not in your control. You cannot control your fate. You can't do it. And Digimon, it breaks my heart because Digimon is like one of my favorite card games, which is why I'm still here. But it sucks. The competitive atmosphere for it sucks. And I don't see the way forward. I don't. Now, I don't really have a solution. We need more events. We need more IRL events. And we need the game to return to a place where the most skilled player will win. We need that. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Hell, the world champion went to Niagara Falls. Went X2 drop, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Or something like that. Like the world freaking champion. The world champion. Mr. Peter. A world champion in a properly solved game should be able to come up with their deck, put it on the table, and say, bring it on, you don't have a chance. And that would be the end of it. And then it would be a true skill fest at that point in time. That's not the world we live in. It's not. And it just makes me so freaking sad. It does. It really, really does. So yeah, what I want in the Digimon card game just does not exist anymore. But I remain hopeful. I remain hopeful that one day Bandai will change. One day you can travel to a tournament every weekend. One day they will make the game more skill-based again. One day they'll make prizing that is worth money, real money, and doesn't get deflated to fucking garbage after a couple months of it. Like, the freaking serialized Omnimon, that was great. Until a couple months passed by, and then they were a dime a dozen. Now they're not worth anything. Now I sold my top 4 pack for more than a Blitz Omni, from a 3v3. That's a thing you can do now. It should not be that way. You know what I mean? But it is. And it is what it is. And nothing we can do about it. But yeah, that's my little rant. That's what I wanted in the game versus what we have in the game. But I do remain hopeful that things will change. I've actually had some re-inspired confidence because of the ban list. You know, it does help slightly. I'll leave it at that, because it's not better than that. But at least I got one of my testing people back playing regularly and saying, you know what, I'm willing to give this game a chance again. Because my testing group, with the current meta before the ban list, they're like, fuck this. There's no way. Like, what's the point of testing? Practice some combos, oh, you get OTK'd? Great. See ya. Like, they found no need to test. It was boring. But, you know, it started to revitalize some of the spirits of my local players, started to revitalize some of the spirits of the people I talk to online, and, like, yeah. So, hopefully things get better in 2025. Unification of sets might help. Yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. What do you want out of the Digimon trading card game? Let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!